Good morning, Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Sorry, loud truck running right there. Getting ready to head up the road to check on our yearlings, those bred heifers, throw them a little feed. But as you can see, our working cover, or our cover for our working facilities, where we're going to be feeding out some steers here in just a few weeks. They started on it. Got the building delivered, I guess it was last week, and the contractor actually got here yesterday and started on it. So excited for that. I mean, it'll be up, like he said, another couple of days. I mean, very simple structure, just a pole barn of sorts. But yeah, I wanted to walk down here and look too, because first time I've seen it in the daylight, or you know, this much of it. But I'm thinking what we're gonna have is, and we'll probably rearrange it, probably like, you know, any housewife and furniture, we'll keep moving it around. No offense intended, ladies. I'm thinking I'm gonna have the squeeze chute like somewhere probably right in here. We've still got enough room where we can have a gate where if we need to run one back through for any reason to sort, we can. That'll put our sweep somewhere in kind of this general area. I don't know. And then I thought I may really set it back in here. And that's actually probably what my latest drawing had. I don't know. It's a work in progress. Me explaining it like this is not gonna make any sense. But anyway, watch along. Obviously we won't have all that done in this video, but over the coming weeks, we hope to. This crew is right here waiting. You can see the pasture is looking, or the grass is looking very brown. I think I mentioned in the last video, it's almost looking like we've had a frost. And even though we are gonna get one, or even a good freeze this next week, we haven't even come close to a frost yet. It's just that dry. Okay. Let's see, they've had a little hay. We may need to bring them some hay by tomorrow, especially in advance of that real cold weather next week. We had to talk about this crew for just a second. We'll count them here too. It should be 43 head, which we've got our 23 black heifers that are all bred, like this one and that one, and not that one, and not that one, because it's a steer. But essentially all the black heifers are bred, which I don't know. I don't really consider her black. She's kind of got a little bit of that brindle look to her. But anyway, trying to get them sold now. We've officially got them listed in a couple of spots being marketed. So yeah, anybody out there interested in some bred Angus heifers that are bred to some calving ease Angus bulls, hit us up. Go to the website hurricanecreek.farm and contact us, or just comment below and get email contact. My email address I think is actually in the description of these videos too. But anyway, so yes, the crossbred heifers like that one and that one there, and these here, 2 or 3 of them are bred. We're planning on keeping. Then we'll I think we're going to turn in the bull with the rest of them about the first of the year to calve next fall. So anyway, yeah, need to bring them some hay. The weather's going to take a major turn. I mean, it's been in the 80s all week this week for highs, of course. This next week we're going to get down into the 20s 2 or 3 nights in a row. So yeah, abruptly, you know, kind of doing the typical, going straight from summer to winter, skipping fall entirely. Oh, and how did our calves do that we sold last week? That was our last video. Steers did really well. I think there were just 4 steers in there. They averaged $8.80, and I think brought $2.30 a pound. So over $2,000 a head. Could not have been any happier. My brother couldn't have been any happier with how his 33 head did. I mean, best he's ever done with stockers in terms of, you know, the money made. You know, if we get these heifers sold like we expect, we'll have a good year too. But yeah, the market's just good. And the heifers we sold did pretty good too. You know, naturally the ones that weren't bred were some of the smaller ones, and they just didn't look quite as good. But overall we actually still probably made just a little money on them. So yes, all 43 here, you can see hay ring basically empty there. We put another roll of hay out there in the pasture. It's also pretty much empty. We'll probably bring them 2 more rolls of hay tomorrow. Doubt I get it done today. They've still got grass. I mean, even this Bermuda, it's a shame that we didn't get any rain, you know, here the last like 2.5 months to had more fall grazing, but we had a really good spring and summer as far as that goes. But it's been good for the guys in harvest. I know my cousin, he got done, or he should have got done yesterday. I talked to him 2 days ago, and my dad and my uncle, they'll probably be done. They probably would have been done here in a few days, but it does look like it is going to finally rain. There's a chance of rain. Well, actually, it's come a little drizzle this morning, not enough to amount to much, but it's going to rain this afternoon and into tomorrow, so that may set them back a few days. Okay, headed, I'm going to get some diesel. Got the fuel tank on the truck. Of course, we like to use the bale bed to actually haul hay bales, like to those calves. But I thought before I take the diesel tank off to allow for that, I'm going to fill it up one last time. Fill up both tractors with diesel. We don't go through a lot of diesel this time of year. If I get them both full, that'll last us a fair, length of time. Another thing I wanted to go ahead and address or say, which those of you who listen to the podcast have probably already heard. If you're not listening to the podcast, you enjoy that, kind of conversation about farming, ranching, all kinds of crazy stuff. Of course, TalkDirtPodcast.com or Talk Dirt to me anywhere you listen to podcasts. But I'll get to it. My father-in-law passed away very unexpectedly. This is about 10, 11 days ago. Had a car wreck a few days prior to that. So that's why we haven't been doing much as far as getting videos up, or haven't been doing much on the farm, period. We've been, obviously, everything else is taking a back seat to that. He lived in Middle Tennessee, so about 3 hours away. That's where my wife's from. And so, yeah, been a lot of back and forth on the road, especially for her, but also for, the kids and myself. And so, and there will still be some more back and forth as we, sort through all that. Which, speaking of the devil, there's my wife calling me now. Going ahead and grabbing a couple of rolls of hay. You can probably tell this is some hay that we didn't store in the barn. It's good hay. It's not our top quality hay. Put it out for these cows here at home. They've still got decent grazing. Kind of my thought process is they're probably going to want to pick around on it here, right away, just because it's kind of the novelty of it. Like, hey, it's something new. But I doubt they're really, you're figure out pretty quickly that, hey, the grazing we got is better than this hay. But as soon as they really start attacking this hay, it'll, that'll kind of tell us that, yeah, they're ready to be fed. So I'm not going to go ahead and declare that we're fully feeding hay just yet, but we wouldn't have it out for them. Like I said, going to be in the mid-20s a few nights this week, so we don't want them to go without and be hungry at all. The bulls, we've been feeding hay for a few weeks now, but kind of do that. Our strategy is all winter is we'll probably keep putting some of the lower quality hay in the hay feeders, and when we really get into feeding hay, take our hay that's in the barn, the real good stuff, and unroll most of it, just because we really like the benefits of unrolling the hay and feeding that manner. But We'll put these 2 rolls out, get these tractors topped off the diesel, then get that diesel tank off the back of that truck. Well, really probably can't tell through these nasty windows, but we got an old hay ring over there, dropped one over there. We're gonna take one out here at this next bottom. Cows out here, been at the deer stand. Kimber and I actually went hunting for a few minutes this morning. This is our juvenile hunt weekend, so only kids can hunt. Didn't see any deer. It's like I said, our overnight load was like 64, 65 degrees. So told her, I was like, next weekend, which we'll be able to rifle hunt, just general season, for those of us in the CWD unit. But may try to get her on one next weekend as well. But did kill a coyote, which put a picture on Instagram and said, yeah, deer hunts turn into coyote hunts anytime pretty much a coyote shows up. But a little predator control this morning. That's right, we wear our orange or our gray with orange on it on Saturdays. Is the wild man coming?
Both kids even have orange on.
Well, they better.
I think he might be riding.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna be around. All right, so wild man would rather ride a horse or a pony than a Kubota. Whatever, that's fine with me. I'm just gonna take this hay ring down there, put it around the 1 roll. I didn't have one, and yeah, move on to another project. Well, good. Looks like the cows aren't even entertaining the thought of looking at this hay just yet, so fine with me. It's out here, it's available to them, free choice. When they do start eating it, it's when we know that, okay, pastures are gone. Well, let's move them probably off these bottoms and into where we'll feed them all winter long. That's still a few more weeks. That would just be fantastic. And unfortunately, we're gonna get all this rain. I say all this rain. There's a fair bit of rain in the forecast over the next couple of days, but then it's gonna immediately freeze on us, you know, just within about 48 hours after that. So, I don't know, may get some, I think it's gonna be a little milder than naturally. Weather never stays one way for very long, not like next weekend, so may get some more, you know, growth on this fescue. Because yeah, feeding hay in October was not the goal, never is. Feeding hay in November wasn't even the goal, but whatever. We feel like we got enough hay. We didn't quite get the tank empty when we filled up 2 tractors, so it's a little bit heavy to move. There we go. Okay, so you got the fuel tank set there amongst a lot of junk. Got both tractors on the shed. Should have plenty of room to back the truck in. Still pull the side-by-side in. We've got the baler over there behind the horse trailer. we're in pretty good shape. All the feed sacks that were piling up behind the toolbox. Let's close this. Yeah, now we can, actually just got to put the little wheel that goes right here back on here. It was just in the way. The door opening on that toolbox with where it had to sit. All right, so we're ready to take hay to those calves up the road now. And because we're gonna work smarter, not harder, we still got hay in the field on this last cutting. Rather than us move those home, then pick them up with the truck, take them to those calves, we'll just stop and pull in the field and pick those up. Hoping, I think it'll work, where this toolbox, the way it's sloped, I can still put 2 rolls of hay. May have to be careful, don't want to just totally smash it and dent that lid up. Just in the way, oh well. Still got a few bags of feed from when we were waiting on the feed truck to come. And hey, what farm truck would be complete without a Tour Dinosaur on the back, right? I think that's the Indominus Rex from whatever the latest Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, whatever movie. But, man, a beautiful day. It's warm. I think we're going up into the mid, maybe upper 70s. Wife and kids are on a trail ride. So they were gonna come back and get in the arena when they get done. Have not done that yet, but let me check my to-do list. We got a bunch of things to do. I'm actually, I mentioned, tragedy with my father-in-law. He actually has cows. He's always had cows. He had been planning on getting rid of his cows. Actually, last winter, we were gonna get up there and bring, and kind of add to our herd his good cows, sell the rest. Never got around to it, how things go, was just busy. He ended up just keeping them, had enough hay to get through the winter. So our plan was, about now, we were gonna be going up there to get them. And that's, of course, still the plan. Unfortunately, he's just not there, to help us, just help us, period, but then also, talk about which cows we really probably want, which ones we don't. But anyway, I may get into that tomorrow. I don't know how much of that we'll try to film. We're gonna bring some of his cows here, haul some of the others straight to the sale barn, that kind of thing. But also, it's just a busy weekend. My grandfather, who I've referenced on here, several other times, will be 100 years old, probably the day that this video drops. He will be 100 on Halloween. Today's Saturday the 28th, having his 100th birthday celebration here in just a couple of hours. So I gotta do a few things to get ready for that, besides just get showered and cleaned up. So we're gonna go do that. Happy birthday, Pawpaw, 100. Not many people make it that long, obviously. Not many World War II veterans in that generation still with us. We're certainly grateful and blessed to still have him here. But anyway, I guess as I'm rambling there, I got to get some other stuff done. Then of course this evening, we're gonna watch the Vols beat the Cats. Go Vols. So we're probably gonna wrap it up here. Like I said, we're gonna get back to more consistent, our regular, at least 2 videos a week. Appreciate y'all bearing with us through some tough times over these last 2 or 3 weeks. But the other thing I have to do is I have to lay some steaks out, because that's what we're gonna grill tonight. But y'all do the same. Get you some steaks, some burgers, whatever, throw them on the grill. It's football season, it's fall, it's grilling weather. Y'all eat beef and God bless.